Hello students. Here on the screen you can see two numbers. My question to you is, can you compare these two numbers? Means actually, can you tell me, any of you do you have any idea which one of them is greater? Well, the layman method to compare any two numbers is just to count the number of digits. Greater the number of digits, greater is the number. No? For example, if you have one number as 31289 and the other number as this, which one is greater? Obviously this one, because it has 5 digits. 5 digits means it is still 31,000 till 10,000 place. And this is a 4-digit number. However big may be the digits, but it is a 4-digit number. That means it's 3,000 only, 3,999. Okay, so which one is bigger? This one is bigger and this one is smaller. So how can we compare two numbers? Greater the number of digits, greater the number of digits. Greater the number of digits, greater is the number. No? So if you have to count these two numbers, which you can see on the screen, you just have to count them. But to count them it's a bit tedious task. Means, why do you want us to do that? No? So if I would have changed the format of the question, it would be easy for you to compare. Format of the question means the same number, but if I would have written in some other format, just like how many zeros are there? If I count them, they are 20 zeros. No? And here these are 24 zeros. Okay? So 10 raised to power 20 means, please pay attention here. 10 raised to power 20 means 1 followed by 20 zeros. And when you'll multiply this with 6023, what will you get? You'll get 6023 followed by 20 zeros. No? So means, how many digits are there when the number is in this format? How many digits are gonna be there? You can say, ma'am, these are 20 zeros, and we will not count 1, we'll count the answer of this into 1, which is gonna be a 4-digit number because it is 1. So 20 and 4 digits we'll get when we will multiply 6023 with 1. So in total, the total number of digits here are gonna be 24. I won't write equal to here because this number is not equal to. So the number of digits in this number are 24. 20 zeros and 6023 into 1 means 4 digits more, so 24 digits. No? Similarly here, 24 zeros, because 10 raised to power 24 means a number with 24 zeros, and 1 into 6 will give you one more digit, which is 6. So it's gonna be 6 followed by 24 zeros, means in total they are gonna be 25 digits. So second one is a 25 digit number and the first one is a 24 digit number. That means our first number is smaller and the second number is greater. No? Now, so means so if I give you number in this format, you should be able to compare them. No? I'm again stressing, 10 raised to power 20 means 20 zeros and then 1 multiplied with this. This is the shortcut for multiplication. This is how we multiply with 10, 100 and 1000. No? And here also, it's 10 raised to power 24 means 24 zeros and 1 into 6 means one more digit 6. So 25 digit number. It's a 25 digit number. It is a 24 digit number. Okay. So you basically have to focus here also and here also. This is always gonna be 1. So you need not to focus. You can say 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Because 1 into this will give this only. No? 1 into 6 will give 6 only. So we can normally count 24 and 1 here, 25. So 25 digit number. If I give you 732 into 10 raised to power 17, you can say, ma'am, this is the exponential form of a number, and actually the number has 20 digits because 17 zeros and 732. 732 followed by 17 zeros. Okay, so it's gonna be your 20 digit number. Understood? Now, one more thing. I'm just gonna play with this number. Okay? Play means I'm just wanna do something with this number. Just stay focused. 6023 into 10 raised to power 20. Okay? It's a 4 digit number. I'm going to make it a 1 digit number. Okay? How come? I'm going to make it a 1 digit number. Means here I want a number greater than 1 or greater than 1. See what I've written. Greater than or equal to 1. This number, suppose this number is x. So this number I'm going to make it greater than or equal to 1 or and less than 9. Okay, I'll means I'm going to make it a 1 digit number. Understood? Means only 1's place digit will be filled. There won't be any 10's place digit. There won't be any 100 place digit. Okay, how can I do that actually? For that I need to divide this number by 1000. Now, if I'll divide this number by 1000, what will happen? This number will reduce. When we divide any number, the number actually get reduced. So, so where will the decimal come? This will come like, because these are 3 zeros, so decimal right now is here. This is what we say. 6023 means 6023.0. That means the decimal is here right now. So I'm going to shift it backwards. So by dividing by 1000 I can do so. So this number will become this. No? But now if I have to put equal to here, I'm writing this equal to this, which is wrong because this is missing. But still it is wrong because this is not equals to this. Here is 1000 extra. This number has been divided by 1000. So how can they be equal? It's gonna be smaller, no? Because we divided by 1000. If I have to write equal to sign, so I need to multiply by 1000 also. I divided by 1000, I multiplied by 1000. If I cancel them, these can be cancelled. Okay, so that means now I can put equal to sign. For some purpose I wrote this, and to counterbalance it I wrote this. So this got sorted up like this, and this one is 10 raised to power 20 into 10 raised to power 3, which is 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. Okay, so this is what did I do? I reduced a 4-digit number, means this number. This full was not a 4-digit number, but I reduced this 4-digit number into a 1-digit. We can say it's a 1-digit number only, no? Because it's 6.023. It's 6 between 6 and 7. No? Now, why did I do it? Okay. Just wanna, before I tell you why did I do it, I just wanna do something here. 6.023, if I multiplied it with 10 raised to power 23, how many digit number is it going to be? Just wanna tell you it's gonna be a 24-digit number only, because it's the same number. No? It is the same number. So, well, there are 23 zeros, and I'll count this only. Why? I actually cannot explain it you with this 23, but if I multiply this number with 10 raised to power 2. So 2 digit and this is 1, 3 digits, actually a 3 digit number. No? Because this will not increase the number. I am not counting these because they will not increase the number of digits. They are decimal numbers. They will not increase the number of digits. Let's see. If I have to multiply, how do we multiply decimal? You know, by multiplying with 100. Okay, if there are two ways to multiply them. Suppose I ignored the decimal, I multiplied with 100. So what is my answer? This. Now decimal. How many places after decimal? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So here we will put the decimal. And this answer can be written as 602.3. How many digit number is this? This is not a 4 digit number. It's not till 1000. It's still 602. It is a 3 digit number. Okay. So if we have number in this format, so how many digits are there? 23 and 1 is this 24. No? Because if you count them, you can say, ma'am, these are 3 digits, so there should be 3 more digits. But on the other hand, these also reduces the zeros. No? These zeros got cancelled. Because of these, 3 zeros will get cancelled. So in short, when we have the number in this format, and if we have to estimate the number of digits in this number, we can say 10 raised to power 23 means 23 digits, and 1 is here, which is 24. So it is gonna be a 24 digit number. Got it? Now coming here to the question, why did I do this with this number? Because if I write every number in this format, which format? Means we won't have a 4 digit number here, we will have only a 1 digit number here. Then it's more easy to compare the numbers. Now, how many digits are there? 23, and this is one more, which is 24. So in total, there are 24 digits in this number, and here they are 24. Okay, so we can compare from here only. If we have a number 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 and 6.91 into 10 raised to power 23. So how will we compare the numbers? First of all, this is 23 and 1. This is 24 and this is 23 and 1. It's also both are 24 digit number. Okay. So number of these are same. How can we compare? By looking at this. Which one is greater? This one is greater. That means this is big. So basically, to compare large numbers, we first change them into an exponential form. So there are two possible exponential forms. One is this, one is this. But we change the big numbers into an exponential form where, which type of exponential? If I generalize it, so all big numbers are converted into m into 10 raised to power n form. Okay, so this is also m into 10 raised to power n form. But what form was this which I just erased? There m should be greater than or equal to 1 and it should be less than 9. What do I mean by this? Means it should be a 1 digit number. What are your 1 digit number? Ones place digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only then it's called 1 digit number. The moment it becomes 10 or 11 or 12, then it's a 2 digit number. So what did I do here which I erased? I made this 4 digit number to be a 1 digit number. So to compare big numbers, when they are easy to compare, when we'll keep them into m into 10 raised to power n form, where m lies between 1 and 9. Okay. Why 1 and 9? We can say 1 and less than, it should be less than 10 because then it will remain one digit number. Less than 10, it can be 9.7. Okay, and 10 raised to power n format. So in this format, it is easy to compare the numbers. Now you must be thinking, why am I telling you all of this? No? So before I give you the reason for why, just want to tell you, let's compare one more pair of numbers. Suppose one number is 382 into 10 raised to power 17, and the second number is 41 into 10 raised to power 18. Okay, so which one of them is greater? Okay, you can compare it like 17, 18, 19, 20. It's gonna be 20 digit number, and it's also gonna be 20 digit number. 18, 19, 20. Okay, so which one is greater? Where the whole part is greater, or we can convert them into the other form. Which form? This form. 382 into 10 raised to power 7 is equals to, what am I doing? I'm reducing this 3-digit number into a 1-digit number. For that, I need to divide this by 100. But if I am dividing this number by 100, I must multiply it with 100, which is 10 raised to power 2. So this will become 3.82 into 10 raised to power 9. No? So this is your first number, and your second number is 41 into 10 raised to power 18. So it's a 2-digit number. I'll make it 1-digit number by dividing it by 10. But if I am dividing it by 10, I need to multiply it with 10 so that I don't change the number. It is still 41 into 10 raised to power 18. And now it will become 4.1 into 10 raised to power 19. Sorry, this was 17, 18, 19, 10 raised to power. So here also 19, here also 19. 19 digit, and this is one more 20 digits. 19 and 1, 20. So both are 20 digit numbers. If first we have to see here. Okay. If this is more, in any case, then the number is gonna be greater. Okay. So a big number will always be in this form. So first you will focus here. If this part is greater, that means the number is greater. And if they are same, then you will look at this form. Okay. Yeah. So here, which one is greater? Because this part is same, so we have to focus now out of this. Which one is greater? This one. That means this number is greater. Okay. Now, if you have a number 6.739 into 10 raised to power 14, and here you have 2 into 10 raised to power 16. This is actually a good example for this format. Okay. So which one is greater? Here 6.739 into 10 raised to power 14 times means approximately 7 10 raised to power 14 times, and it's 2 10 raised to power 16 times. Which one is greater? If we read it like this, so it looks like tough. But right now, if we simply say it's a 16-digit number and one 17-digit number, and this one is 14 and 1, this is counted as 1, so it's a 15-digit number. So which one is gonna be greater? This one. Okay. So now coming over to the question, why are we doing this? Why are we dealing with this format? Why are we learning to compare these numbers? Actually, where do we deal with these big numbers? So just want to tell you, these big numbers, the numbers which I told you in the beginning, you may encounter them in many subjects. You must agree this fact that we deal with numbers, in fact lot of numbers in every sciences. Maybe your sciences is biological sciences, mathematical sciences, or maybe physics, or maybe chemistry. You do have to deal with the numbers. You'll see it now. Okay. So you deal with these numbers, very big, and the numbers are very big and very small too. Every kind of number you'll see there. In your physics and chemistry, you'll deal with very large numbers and very small numbers. Just like here you can see this is very large number. You know what is this? This is not an arbitrary number. This number is known as Avogadro's number. You'll be learning it in the chemistry. Okay. So in chemistry you'll encounter this number. And this is not an arbitrary number. This is actually the mass of Earth. Yes, in kgs. Our Earth is this much heavy. 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kg. So I just picked two numbers from your sciences. One from the chemistry, one for the physics, from the physics. And you have to deal with many more numbers like this, where you must know when you have to deal with the numbers, you must be able to deal with them. Dealing with the numbers means you should be able to compare them, you should be able to estimate them. Okay. Then there is a point to get acquainted with the mass of Earth. So when you have to deal with this number, so writing these number was a tedious task. Okay, that's why that format was introduced, that instead of writing this in this form, we'll write this number in this form. 6023 into 10 raised to power 20. Not even this, this format, because it's easy to write. Once the concern was how can we, when we have to deal with them time and again, how to write them. So these two are the easy notations for both of them. Okay. When we have to deal more with them, then we have to compare with the other diameters of the Earth, other masses of the other planets and all. So that we can compare them very easily. So this format was also dropped. What format adopted? New format which is called scientific notation. Scientific notation for these distances has been adopted. Okay, so here I didn't do anything. I just split it zeros and even you can do that. No, 6 and zeros were separated, so 10 raised to power 24. So but scientific notation is a step ahead, where we want this place to be a one digit number. If they are to be in, this is to be one digit number. So that's why it was made like this. Okay, and this was already a one digit number. So this notation is called scientific notation. Writing very big numbers or very small numbers in m into 10 raised to power n format. Okay, where m is a one digit number basically, and n is any integer. You know integers? Okay. For this, I'll like to give one more example. Here I've written two very small numbers on the screen. Here you can see 0 point something something. After decimal, the parts started. 10th, 100th, 1000, 10,000th. The same number system which used to follow on the left hand side. Ones, tens, 100. The same it gets followed this side. If we have to compare these numbers. See, these numbers, we have to deal with the very large and very small numbers in our biological, chemistry and physical sciences. How to deal with these numbers, that comes under mathematical sciences, and we have to learn it here. Now, suppose we have two numbers. How will we deal with them? Which one is smaller? Okay, you know 0.002 and 0.0003, you can actually compare them, which one is bigger, I suppose, no? So this is 2,000th and this is 3/10,000th, no? Obviously, which one is greater? This one. You know how to compare decimals, no? So because this can be written as this, and then this is. So 2,000th actually means 20/10,000th, no? And this is 3/10,000th. So which one is greater? This one. So if the numbers are small, just like these one, we can compare them. But if they are very small like these, let's learn now. So this above number can be written as 115 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10 raised to power 13. Okay, as we called 1 over 10 as 10th part, this is 100th, this is 1000th. We are not able to name it, but you can estimate how small is this. No? Doing 10 parts giving 1, doing 100 parts giving 1, doing 1000 parts giving 1, and now suppose doing these much parts. Okay? In fact, 1 over 10, if we have to compare this, do you know which one is going to be greater? No? Obviously this is. Because doing 13 parts and giving this, basically, no doubt, this one is greater. No? Because if we have to multiply 10 raised to power 13, we have to multiply this number by 10 raised to power 12, and so is the numerator. So this number 1 over 10 is actually 10 raised to power 12 over 10 raised to power 13. So you can say doing 10 raised to doing 10 raised to power 13 parts and giving 10 raised to power 12, and this is 10 raised to power 13 and giving only 115. No, 10 raised to power 12 means 1 followed by 12 zeros. Okay, so here we have to compare this and this one, and this is actually equals to 12 over 10 raised to power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 over 10 raised to power 12. Which one is greater? Okay. Undoubtedly, in these cases, this one is greater. Okay. Because only 10 raised to power 12 pieces are done. That means the piece size is gonna be bigger and it's gonna be smaller. The piece size doesn't differ by 1. It's 10 raised to power 12 and it is 10 raised to power 13. 1 over 10 and 1 raised to power, no, 10 raised to power 1 and 10 raised to power 2. How do they differ? This is 1/10 and 1/100th. 100 pieces and giving 1. 10 pieces and giving 1. This is very much greater. So here also same is the difference between these two numbers. But still, as like dealing with these numbers, this was we used to convert this into this format, and this was kept between, it was kept to be a 1-digit number. Similarly, in very small numbers also, this is to be kept as a 1-digit number. So how to keep it as a 1-digit number? So what did we do? This is equals to this over 10 raised to power 13, but I have to make it a 1-digit number. That means I have to divide it by 100. No, I have to bring the decimal here. No, so I have to divide it by 100. So what am I doing? From 10 raised to power 13, I'm just writing 10 raised to power 2 aside, and then I'm left with 10 raised to power 11. No? Then they combinedly make 10 raised to power 13. And here, this second is equals to this. So what am I doing here? So make it a 1-digit number. I want decimal here. That means I have to divide 12 by 10. So why to bring an extra 10 from outside? We have 10 to divide here. So we can use 1/10 of 10 raised to power 12 and we'll be left with 10 raised to power 11 aside. So what this number is? This is actually equals to 1.15 because of 10 raised to power 2 over 10 raised to power 11. Okay, and this one is 1.2 over 10 raised to power 11. Which one is bigger? So here the piece size is same, and where are we getting more? We are getting more. This is 10 raised to power 11 and we are getting 1.15, and it's 10 raised to power 11 and we are getting 1.2. That means this is bigger. We were able to decide here also because the piece size is bigger, so this is gonna be bigger. But still we had a confusion. Maybe we are getting smaller pieces, but we are getting 115, and here maybe. Okay, so this one is greater. Now, and this can further be written as, there is one more simplified form for this, 1.15 into 10 raised to power minus 11. You know, this is 10 raised to power 11, and when we bring something to numerator, this is a number, when we bring this number to the numerator, its power become negative. No? And the other number is 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 11. Why am I writing it like this? Because this is scientific notation of a number, and we are supposed to write every number in the form m into 10 raised to power n. So here we have m into 10 raised to power n, m into 10 raised to power n, and here we can compare the numbers. Okay, and if you'll see your physics or science books, please open them and just scroll them up. You'll see many numbers, they're not written in this format. You'll find them in this format only, m into 10 raised to power n format. Okay, here I have picked some numbers from your science books. This is MP, mass of proton. Mass of a proton, you must be aware of proton, neutron and electrons. They are the particles of an atom. Okay, so mass of a proton is 1.673 into 10 raised to power minus 27, and you can see they all are in m into 10 raised to power n format. Okay, where m is between 1 and 10, and here n is the integer. Okay, so which one is greater here? The greatest here? Can you tell me? It's again very simple. First you have to compare here. Okay, this is 10 raised to power minus 31. This is 10 raised to power. Which one is bigger? This is bigger or this is bigger? Let's compare two of them first. Which one of them is bigger? You see, minus 27 is bigger than this. So this is bigger than this. Okay, and here these two are same, then we'll compare here. Okay, so because they are basically of this format, and this is 10 raised to power 31 and 910 this. So this is 10 raised to power 31 pieces. This is 10 raised to power only 27. So these my pieces are done, and you have got this. Okay, so which one is greater? This one is greater. This actually doesn't have any significance. We do compare from here only. We can compare from here only. Okay, because they are made between 1 to 9, so they actually doesn't make any difference. Okay, you will use them if your denominators are same. Then there is a need of the numerator. No, just like 7 over 10, and let's take this is very small 2, and let's take this is very big 9.7 over 10 raised to power 2. there's no need to look at these even if these are there, because this is 2 over 10, which means 20 over 100. Because if we have to make 10 raised to power 2, we additionally will multiply with 10, means it will become a 2-digit number. Okay, so when we compare in scientific notation, so this is always gonna be a 1-digit number, and we can only compare with the denominators. Whose denominator is bigger, that number is gonna be smaller. No? So, and because the moment we'll make the denominator same, this will become a 2-digit number which is bigger than this. Okay, so here I tried teaching you scientific notation here. What is this? In our all types of sciences, means physics, chemistry, bio, maths, we deal with numbers. In fact, in the other sciences, we deal with the very, very large numbers and very, very small numbers. And to deal with these numbers, we have come up with the scientific notation. What is scientific notation? Scientific notation means converting any number into m into 10 raised to power. Please keep a note of this. M into 10 raised to power n format, where m should be greater than 1 or equal to 1, and m should be less than 10. This is the condition. What does this condition says? Means m should be a 1-digit number. It should only please fill the ones place. M should be a ones place digit. Okay, it should not go beyond that towards left side. It should not be a 100 place digit. It should not be 1,000. It should only be a ones place digit. So what am I, just to practice these, just to get more acquainted with these numbers, I'll just please choose some numbers which are very small and very big and try and converting them into scientific notation, just like 0.002. Okay, if I have to convert this into scientific notation, it is not in scientific notation because this is not into m into 10 raised to power n format. Okay, we don't have, there is your ones place digit is empty. This is your 10th, this is your 100th, this is your 1000th place. So if you have to convert this into that format, first you just convert it into a fraction which is 2,000th. No, now you want this. No, so how you can write it like, this is 2 over 10 raised to power 3, which is 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Is it our required format? Yes, it's m into 10 raised to power n, and m is a ones place digit. No, it's a, and if you have a number like 3008.9 into 10 raised to power 4, suppose this is a number. Is it in the scientific notation? No, because it is in m into 10 raised to power n format, but m is not a ones place digit only. It doesn't lie between 1 and 10. So we have to convert it into. So what do we need? Please pay attention. What do we need? We need to take this decimal to here. Means we don't want 3008. We want less number. So we need to divide it by, just depends upon how many places do we have to shift it. We have to shift it 3 places back. So 308.9 into 10 raised to power 4. So because we have to bring it back by 3 places, so I'll divide it by 10 raised to power 3. But now I have changed the number. No, so I will multiply also. Okay, so now this I have used here 3.0089, and this became 10 raised to power 7. Is it in my scientific notation? Yes, because this is in m into 10 raised to power n format. This is a ones place digit only, and this is this. Okay, so please try converting them. If you have any issues, you may message me in the comment box. Okay, so I just taught you the scientific notation of numbers, very big and very small numbers, and the notation is this one, m into 10 raised to power n. Thank you.